How's everybody doing tonight? Well, I need to get a haircut. Everybody have a pretty good Saturday? Pretty good weekend? Hey, Scab. Yeah, you're first. LTO. It ain't a race. It ain't a race. Hey, Alex. Hey, Fishing and Triggers. How y'all doing tonight? Trying to rearrange things here. Did everybody have a pretty good Saturday? If you're not first and you're last. Hell, Ricky, I was high when I said that. Hey, Mr. Somebody, how you doing tonight? Hey, Trapping with Jeeks, how you doing? Y'all have a pretty good weekend, pretty good Saturday? Anybody get anything accomplished tonight? Or today? Or this week in general? Second place is the first loser? Yep. That's always a positive way to look at it. Hey, last place is always the first place loser, so it all depends on how you look at it. Found 4 sheds in the deadhead today. That's awesome, man. Not so much the deadhead. I mean, it's never fun finding the deadhead, but if they're gonna die, it's cool to at least find them. You got the rest of your sets out today. That's awesome, LTO. Hope you catch a lot of fur. Didn't you say you have to pull them on Monday? LTO, don't you live pretty close to Scab? You guys aren't too far apart, are you? I'm from 80 plus yesterday to 40s today. That's a big change. Yeah, we're supposed to be like 8 degrees warmer tomorrow than we were today. Hey, PA, how you doing? You're a couple hours apart. Yeah, that's not too far. So I am officially listed on the NTA's website and Facebook page as a vendor coming. It's fun finding deadheads when you're wondering what you can hunt. Yeah, around 2.5 hours. Yeah. So I said it sucks that they die, but it's cool that if they're gonna die, at least you can find them. Hey, Scabin wants to see you. Yeah, making my first check tomorrow. That's awesome, trapping in Louisiana. I hope it does really well for you, man. I know I did really, really, really well with that kryptonite. Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Yeah, Fishing Triggers. Yeah, we'll be there. I think we're gonna be there Wednesday, and we'll be there till Monday. It's a pretty long drive for us, so we'll be driving pretty much all day Wednesday, and then it'll take us all day Sunday to come home. I'm in Southwest Missouri, so the exact opposite side of the state, I guess. Trapping with Jinx, you're up there with Trapper J. if anybody plans on coming to the NTA and you're going to be staying for a few days and you haven't got a hotel or anything, get a hold of me because we're renting a house and we're looking for a few people to go in on it because it's going to end up being quite a bit less than a hotel will be. But yeah, I'm in the farthest southwest corner of Missouri. I'm about 2 miles from the Arkansas line. How much for half a dozen, 1.5? Really depends on what brand you want. I think you'll be a half dozen. Pretty much any brand, you'll probably be right around the $40 to $45 for half a dozen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to be at the FDA too. It just kind of depends on if we have the money to go to all of them or not. I've already told the people at the NTA that I'm going to be there, and I got some tables reserved, and they've already listed me on their brochure and stuff. So we already got a house reserved, so we'll definitely be there. So all the other ones we'll kind of see on how we do. No, PA, I don't. I was gonna trap Arkansas, but the out-of-state tags were quite a bit more than I wanted to pay. I think it was gonna be about $480 to get my Arkansas tag, and I don't want to pay that because the trap in Arkansas you have to have you have to have a hunting license and a small game license, and they're both like $240 a piece. Hey Jeep fam, you made it in, yeah. We learned some beaver sets for the shoot beaver today. Alright, Scab, hope it does good for you. Duke or Bridger, yeah. So, like I said, I don't really know the price off the top of my head, but I know you're probably going to be right around the $40 to $45 for a half dozen. Yeah, PA. I was really looking into it because I wanted to trap some coyotes in Arkansas because they have another month that I could do it, but I wasn't going to pay, 400 something dollars to do it. So yeah, I went to the Spencer, Iowa one. I wasn't set up or anything. We were just there, kind of walking around and visiting. We'd had a couple conventions that we were going to go to, so we kind of used the Spencer, Iowa to go there, walk around, meet a lot of people, and kind of see how how the conventions were, how they're going to be. So kind of learned a lot there, and then we ended up going to 5 or 6, setting up at 5 or 6 after that. I've been years. Gee, fam. I'd have to be. Yeah. Well, that and next month they're voting in Missouri here to extend the trapping season next year to take it to the end of February. And on private land, you might be able to go to the middle of March for raccoon and fox and bobcat and coyote and all that other stuff. So that'd be kind of cool. I'm also going to start doing some ADC work here locally, so that'll give me a little bit more time trapping. Uh, so just kind of depends on what the needs are, what kind of jobs I get. So I might just get skunk and coon jobs, but I mean whatever. I'm happy to go trap skunks and coons. Whatever's good for me. I would have been better time and got home from the radio. Brian, that's awesome, man. I appreciate you hopping on here tonight and chatting with us. Uh, were you participating in the rodeo or just watching it? Made a whole bunch of this today. A bunch of seasonings. Still waiting to hear back from the warden about being here. Yeah, Scab, I know somebody in North Carolina that's using the 850, so I would say you would be able to, but again, not 100%. You know, I know most states you can, but I do know there's a few states that you can't. I don't know. Didn't realize you wouldn't sub to me. That's crazy. I know I've seen you on my lives before. I know some people have problems with YouTube. Like, they'll be subscribed to a channel and then they'll be like, I haven't seen a video from them in a while, and they'll kind of look up their name to see why they haven't posted a video, and it's like, I'm not subscribed. It's like, I was subscribed. So I think sometimes YouTube just kind of unsubscribes people to different pages and channels. I don't know. Happens all the time, yeah. It's kind of crazy. That's what I was like telling my wife today. Uh, I've been doing really well on TikTok, and I said the big difference between TikTok and YouTube is, for one, it's a lot easier to get views and followers on TikTok than it is YouTube, but it's a whole lot easier to make a 30-second to a minute video than it is to make a 10 or 15-minute video. Yeah. If it's not of a Maxwell spread, or if there's no Maxwell spread. Yeah. I mean, that's what I said, Jeep fam. You did that TikTok live today, and for the most part, you had over 50, 60 people watching the whole time. So, TikTok's a whole lot easier to get followers and stuff than YouTube is. To me, YouTube is by far the hardest social media thing to get viewers. Hey, Country Roads, how you doing? You still working? You should be off by now, right? Scab, you might just have to put a paper clip on the jaw to make up that 1/8 inch. Alright, LTO. Thanks for hopping on. Hope you have a good night, man. Yeah, then they could shout at me. Yeah, it happens. Hey, Internet Brandon, how you doing tonight? Yeah, the hard thing about those traps OPAs, it's not near as easy to put any kind of elimination on a cast straw. Close at 1 a.m. Oh yeah, I guess it is the weekend, ain't it? That sucks. So, everybody have a pretty good week then? We had some crazy weather, but it's supposed to start getting better. I think tomorrow we're supposed to be in the 50s tomorrow, maybe. I think. But then they're talking in about another week or so, we're supposed to get some more snow, so we'll see. Oh yeah, they're cast straw. They're the same thing as the 550 and 650. They're just the 850 size. Yeah, every one of my subscription boxes, 98% of the time will have at least 2 traps, unless there's one trap that is a high value. Like this month, we had the Duke 850. It's a $35 trap, so in that case, I only have one trap in there. But most of the time, it'll be 2 traps, and I've even had a couple boxes where I've had 3 traps in there. So it all depends on what I am doing at the time. Hands kept says in the video when your trap goes off. Are you worried to hear you? Probably because it's just LTO is probably the person he thought of that was younger. A lot of people try not to um, cuss when they think know that a younger person's listening. Yeah, kid friendly as possible. Hey Billingsley, how you doing? Ooh, yeah, that sucks. And I haven't done my taxes yet, man. I've been waiting to get all my papers in the mail. I just got all my papers, so now I gotta sit down and do all my taxes. Probably start on that next week. We're doing pretty good. uh, yeah, the guy that was selling those lure recipes was the last week. I know the person that bought them, and he messaged me today, and I don't think he's too happy about it. Hey Bruce, how you doing? It's going pretty good. Wait until April 15th, yeah. And that's the thing about it, the people that always get, the people that always know they're getting, money back, especially the people, that get, $7, $8, $9, $10,000 back. They are usually the first ones to do it, but the ones that are gonna have to pay in, they usually wait till the last minute. So, yeah. Stopping in to say hi, smash the thumb, can't steal. All right, Boxy, I appreciate it, man. Did you get those that last order that you had coming? You too, yeah. He messaged me today, and I don't think he was real happy about it. He's like, "Holy crap, man, that's expensive." See in the live earlier that I priced that dual fox one. You priced it 1,500 plus tax. Yeah, man, that don't surprise me. It's not cheap. I had somebody price a raccoon one time. I told him, I said, this is when I had my outdoor store. I said, it'd be kind of cool to have a raccoon, like, have like a metal trash can with a raccoon at the bottom, mounted. And he's like, you don't want to pay for that. And I said, what do you mean I don't want to pay for that? He's like, it's expensive. I said, it can't be too expensive. He's like, no, it is. He's like, he told me that just a raccoon getting stuffed with not really anything in the set or platform, or whatever you want to put it on. He said you're looking at in between $700 and $800. I was like, holy cow! I was like, yeah, I'm definitely not paying. I'm not even gonna pay $300 or $400 to get a raccoon stuffed, let alone $700 or $800. So, ouch! Last year you paid under $5,000. That's crazy. It's crazy that one person has to pay in $4,000, but then the other guy over here got $10,000 back. It's like, man, you didn't even earn $10,000 last year, and you got $10,000 back. So that's crazy. Oh, that sucks, Boxy. Um, Sorry about that, man. Email me, and I'll see what I can't do about that. $750 per dome, yeah. So it's crazy. It gets expensive. Hell, Fisher's about 800, yeah. I don't have any gallons of it, man. I don't have really a whole lot left. I've sold quite a bit of it. I have some. These days we're too cold. Trappers, we go. Internet, baby. For my brother Buck for sure. Well, yeah. Yeah, the last deer mount I had done was shoulder mount was 475. Yeah. Scab. Yeah, pretty much country roads. Pretty much. Yeah, Brian or Boxy. That sucks. I don't know what's going on with any of the mailing services, UPS, the post office. They're all like the last month. I mean, has been horrible. Uh, there's been more packages delayed and lost and taking longer, and it's just crazy, crazy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. And the sad thing about taxes is there's a way around it so big that there's people that work under the table just so they can still get that big tax income. My goal is to not, I know I'm never going to get anything back on my taxes. I'm happy if I can pretty much break even. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm going to have to start working on getting a pretty good stockpile of my baits and lures to take to the NTA. Just need to show a loss. Oh, trust me, I don't have a problem showing a loss. Yeah, I do my taxes myself, and oh yeah, I keep track of everything. I keep track of all my receipts, donations, mileage, utilities. I keep track of everything. That's why a lot of times, if I have something I want to sell, I'll end up just giving it to somebody in need. Because it really helps them, and then I can just write it off. Yeah. Trust me, in the business I'm in, there's no profit. Trust me. No, I have 3 tables. I'm gonna have a booth in the main building. Definitely not cheap, but go big or go home. I figure if I'm gonna drive all the way up there and spend all that money, I might as well do it right. Definitely the most expensive one to go to. The FDA is kind of expensive too. That one kind of surprised me. I figured it'd be more like all the other ones, but hopefully the FDA is a pretty good show. I'm gonna try my best to get there. Uh, I haven't really scheduled anything on being there or reserved anything, so because I don't know how that's gonna be. Yeah, I know. Brian told me they had a few tables left in the main building, and they had quite a bit left in the other building. But the other building had dirt floors with concrete walkways. 13 watching, 11. Every outfit you wear on video, revealing a KD aesthetic connection. Yeah. Well, and the food isn't 100% write off. It's it's only 50. Yeah, the tables at the FTA were, what do you say? I think $70. But that's what I told my wife. I said, you know what's great about what's great about doing the TikTok and the YouTube videos? She said, what? I said, literally anything I buy, I could say I bought it for a video. Do I want to count your inventory level? If you want to pay me, I'll do it. I'll go count your inventory, you can count mine. I'll get paid to do yours, I don't get paid to do mine. Yeah, it's not cheap, that's for sure. All the conventions I went to last year were all steak conventions, so, they were all cheap tables, and then, I knew the or the NTA would probably be more, but I wasn't expecting, that much, and then the FTA, I really wasn't expecting, that much. Alright, Brian, appreciate it. You have a good night, man. Actually, fixing my truck cannot be deducted. If I write my miles off, I cannot write off any service or parts for my truck. But anytime I go to buy a part or if I take it to a shop or anything like that, it's mileage write-off. But I can tell you what, I get more of a write-off on mileage than I would parts. If your daughter is in a video. Yeah. Sorry, trying to find school bus. Yeah. We're renting renting, I guess you could say, an Airbnb house. It's a 4-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms at the NTA. So we're looking to get 3 or 4 people to go in with us or so. And I figured if we had a few couples that could have a bedroom, then maybe a couple, single people or whatnot that want to sleep on the couch or whatever. It'd be, really, really, really cheap for people to stay compared to, a hotel. If we have 4 or 5 people to go in with us, the whole stay at the Airbnb will be one night at the hotel. The wife wants to know what I use to keep track of everything, like apps and such. I'll tell you what I use. It's pretty new. A lot of people don't have it yet, but I use one of these little notebooks and a pen. I'm old school, man. I have so many things that crash on me that I can't trust it. And then I have a drawer here that's full of receipts. I have a file cabinet over there that's full of invoices and receipts. And then the consoles and the vehicles are full of receipts. The wife wants. Hey Fisher, how you doing tonight? Get with me on baby. All right, Billings, that sounds good. We figured that because we have it reserved from Wednesday to Monday. So check in on Wednesday, check out on Monday. And we figured if there's 5, which is including us, of 4 others, which we're thinking, I'm thinking if we can have 2 or 3 couples and then maybe a couple singles, it could, be less than $100 for the whole stay per each person, or per each, couple or person. As you know, a hotel was going to be $100 a night. You could spend that $100 for, all 5 nights.
We can take an air mattress.
Yeah, I file everything. I have this notebook. I keep all my miles written down in it. And I go to the post office pretty much every day. So, that's 10 miles a day, or 16 miles a day, just the post office. The bank's 10 miles. So, every time I go to the bank, that's a $5 or a $5 write-off. Every time I go to the post office, that's an $8 write-off. Or, $9 write-off, so. Alright, G-Fam, I will. Hard for paper to randomly delete itself. Yeah, the only thing that deletes paper is my wife when she misplaces it.
You're not.
Sometimes.
Your daughter gets some more than me.
Oh, okay. Hey, Robs, how you doing tonight? Alright, I will, Jeep fam. I paid $300 notes. Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I told my wife, we was looking at it and I told her, I said, we might just camp. I said, because I'm not paying, $700-800 for a hotel. Because the cheapest one we could find was like $92. And Lord knows what that thing would be like, But, I said, I don't want to pay $500-600 for a hotel. And then she ended up finding a, Airbnb that I think it's, what was it, like $170 a night? So 170, 180. So, something like that.
It was 600.
Which, if we divide it up, I think it was going to be like $38 per person a night. So, trying to talk my hook into family house. Yeah, he needs to be there.
What?
Hey, Billingsley, when you're headed there, just go to his house and say, "Hey, come here real quick." Just throw him in the truck and take off. That's homework on that.
Us and 3 others, and then put some on the couch.
Unless it's homework, that paper that don't need it, yeah.
We can take the air mattress.
Yeah.
Somebody can lie in bed.
I appreciate it, Fisher.
They just have to.
What did I miss? Oh, yeah.
You with their daughter.
Where's the, what's the address of the house? Boxing. I know he does. That's why I said, just, when you're leaving, just drive to his house and say, "Hey, get in."
We'll get to it.
Jeep fam, it's probably your old house. A few of my buddies trying to get me into. Yeah.
It's right next to a state park.
Oh, Billings, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was family. I just thought you guys were friends. Alright, Boxy, I appreciate it. You too, man.
Well, hey, there's
I don't doubt it. There's a what?
Lakeview.
No. We won't have time to do that. Otter Cat, yeah, I go to bed. I go to bed about 2 in the morning and wake up about 2:45. I'm just kidding. I usually go to bed. Well, I usually fall asleep around 2, between 2 and 2:30, and I'm usually up, 8:30 the latest.
It won't give me the exact date because I didn't book it on the app. But it's off of.
I'm talking about address. I don't care about the date.
It won't give me the exact address.
You said date.
Well, I meant address. Exact location provided after booking, but I didn't book it on the app. But
See
it's
it, Boxy.
off of North and Jackson on a lake.
It's on a lake at North and Jackson. You know where that's at, Jeep fan?
Smoother Lake.
I know it's a 2-story house. It's got 4 bedrooms, 2 baths.
It's not like.
It's on Shinover Lake. Shinover, I think that's how you say that. Shinover.
Which that's off of McKibbin Street.
Yeah, if we get a couple of us vendors there, you'll be seeing us waking up at 6 o'clock to head to the convention. It's only 9. It's only 9 o'clock. It's 11:08 here. Yeah, Branson's only about an hour and a half from me, so
Yeah.
we go to Branson quite often. We haven't been in, it's probably been 8-9 months or so since we've been. I might be going here before too much longer though.
When did you buy your pistol?
I don't know. I just know I had my truck then, so it was only about 8-9 months
It
ago.
was
You live in Washington?
June.
It's a long ways away.
Weekend after Kenzie's birthday.
Okay, I believe you.
Because Kenzie was wearing her birthday outfit.
It couldn't have been because Michaela's in school.
I know.
She's not in school in June.
She was working.
I'm tired.
Who?
Boo-boo.
Scare you?
Scab.
Or
Hey. Scab, tell Fisher where you're from. Lives in Sarcoxy.
that's not far from us.
Isn't that close to Job?
Yeah.
Hey, Trapping with Jinx.
June 7th.
Is there a chance that his name was Terry? No, he lives in the Carolinas. That's not where he's from. I'll give you a hint. He's an island boy. Josh Jones, okay. Well, I know a guy that does ADC work about the same area. His name's Terry. Yep, you know exactly where that is. It took you a while to answer. I think you looked it up.
Fox is an hour away.
The island nation of Hawaii. Yeah, Scab used to dance in coconut bra and straw undies with the old pork cooking on the fire. Yeah, he's from Hawaii. So I tell him he's an island boy. Did you ever go shoot many hogs when you was in Hawaii? The islands started a big news. That's awesome, Trapping Drinks. I'm starting to do some nuisance work here in my area. Otter cat. Nobody here said you had to picture it. Jeep fan. How close is it to where you lived up there? It was only a skirt. Mask mandates? What is that? I've never heard of such a thing.
Does GPM know where it's at?
Yeah, he said he knows exactly what's at. You hunted pigs with your granddad and uncles? Did you wear a coconut bra when you did it?
He probably knows who owns it.
Probably not. I don't know. I doubt the lady you talked to owns it.
Yeah. She said she owns 3 of them.
You don't really wear them though.
Julie.
Scab always custom made his to fit his body perfectly.
It's Julie.
Less than 3 miles. That's awesome. Yeah, I live out in the middle of nowhere, and I see people do that all the time. Almost drive my car off the truck trying to see their license plate to see where they're from.
Well, it's close to
I'm
the
always like, man, that
university.
plate has to say Arkansas. Huh?
It's close to the hospital and university.
What else?
Airbnb.
Yeah, she said it's close to the hospital and the university.
And Lima Refinery Complex.
And whatever she just said. I ain't that dumb.
It's directly across from the city park.
Hey.
playground, and bike.
Washington's not that bad. California, on the other hand.
It's Julie.
Yeah. You ever think there's people that wear a mask when they're driving? If they wear a mask when they're at home watching TV? You work there? At the hospital or the university? I know you said you did tree trimming.
Julie's her name. I don't know the last name.
Yeah.
Oh, it's waterfront too. Lakeview waterfront.
It's Lakeview, guys. Ooh. You go to the gym all the time, I can't understand working out and all that stuff. Yeah, who knows? Maybe it gets their blood pressure up, I don't know. Finally, the hospital will kick. Hey, it depends on what you did at the refinery. You might end up at the hospital.
That's close by too.
I'm in Portland right now, and there are a lot of sketchy people.
It's Julie
Yeah.
Doer. That's her last name. It's the Union House of Lima. That's her business name.
Yeah. That's
Union
cool.
House.
Yeah.
She has 2.
Okay, I'm see. Tell you what, you go about 20 minutes from where I live. And I know I've said it many times, but there's Bentonville, Arkansas. And, you know, it's the home of Walmart and all them other places. So there's, you know, right in a small little area, there's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. And definitely not the brightest folk. A lot of them are, you know, from California and Florida and all kinds of stuff. But a lot of them make a lot of money. Yeah, there's a lot of places for us. I know when I worked at Walmart, there was a guy, when I was a chef, he was one of my customers that came in quite often. And I asked him once, I said, do you live here in Bentonville? He said, no, I don't live anywhere around here. I said, really? I said, where are you from? He said, I'm from Texas. I said, oh, you're from Texas. I said, you know, when did you move here? He said, I don't live here. He said, I live in Texas. I said, you live in Texas? He's like, yeah. I said, but you're always here. He said, yeah, I live in Texas, but I work here. He said, they pay me enough to work here that he flies back and forth from Texas to Bentonville, Arkansas to work. And he has an apartment in Arkansas where he stays when he's there. But he comes in for 3 days and then he goes home for 4. I was like, are you kidding me? You get paid enough money that it's worth flying from Texas to Bentonville and back to Texas every week. And having an apartment. I was like, that is crazy. That's stupid. It's like, and here I am living 20 minutes away from work, wondering how I'm going to have money to drive to work. And you just take a jet like it's nothing. Get off 75 and take Market Street, turn right on Jackson Street. Yeah. He said, yeah, if you get off 75 and take Market Street and turn right on Jackson Street, you'll go right to the place. So, Jeep Fam, you're going to show us where all the cool places are then. All the back streets to get to the convention.
I don't know how far it's from the convention.
Probably an hour and a half. My brother has to My brother has to clean up after a banquet for the basketball team, so oh, you're not home? That sucks, man. We wonder why milk is $9. Yeah, I know. And the sad thing is, I know lots of people that work for Walmart, that lived in California. And, they...
Getting booked off on the calendar.
They, lived in California, and they got a job with Walmart. Well, Walmart will start them out at, $150,000, $160,000 a year, and give them like a $40,000 moving budget to move them from there to here. I'm like, are you kidding me? Their moving budget is more than I get paid a year. It's like, that is ridiculous. There's really nothing cool about Oh, people. There has to be something cool. The NTA's going to be there in July. That's cool. Scab, I really hope milk isn't $9 a gallon there. It's only $5.30 here.
You'll have to buy it. 'Cause
It takes a hour's worth of work to go get a gallon of gas and a gallon of milk. Isn't that ridiculous? $15 for a cheap meal. It could have been too cheap. I quit getting McDoubles. McDoubles at McDonald's used to be $1, and they went up to like $1.29. I got one the other day, and they were like $2.30. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
who's interested in the house?
Dale,
Okay.
Billingsley, and Jeep Fam, and he's trying to see if Mike wants to come.
Okay.
So maybe then Mike.
It has. You got to deal with her daughter.
Yeah. Jeep Fam. So you're saying I'm not cool? Wow.
I thought you said
Jeep Fam said I'm not cool. Wow.
You know,
Well, he said you're not cool either. So
whatever. He doesn't know who I am, so.
according to him, he's not cool either.
The wife is cool because the wife is the one that found the house and reserved it.
Not the Jeep Fam. He says the only thing cool is his kids. 2 McDoubles, medium fry, and a drink. Well, yeah, a fry. You gotta sign over your paycheck to get fries at McDonald's.
No, you don't. You go on Fridays, get them for free with $1 purchase.
Yeah, no. I know, Jeep Fam. I said in July. You don't know much it is right now. All I know is prices are getting... Yeah, prices are ridiculous. We went grocery shopping this month and got, most of the stuff we get at the beginning of every month. And I'm not kidding you at all. Most of the stuff that we get every month this year, good Lord, most of the stuff we get for groceries this month was at least 10% more than it was last month. It's stupid. So, and some stuff was even more. There's some things that was, $7, $8 last month, and we went to buy it this month, and, it's $12, $13. It's like, are you kidding me? That's like a 30, 40% markup. Try to get Mike there. I'm gonna try to get him to Kansas too. Yeah, he needs to come. I know I got him quite a bit of work, so I know he's busy. Jeep fam, yeah. You guys, you can buy 10 pounds of potatoes for $3. Not here. I paid $2.80 for 5 pounds of potatoes today.
How much it was?
It was almost $3 for that bag of potatoes. It was $3.80 for that bag of potatoes and 6 bananas. Even bananas went up. I know last year bananas were 42 cents a pound at our Walmart. Now they're 60 something cents a pound. On a bacon, this is about.
We don't buy bacon.
Did you read that? Oh. Dale, you think we should get on the bandwagon with all the other places, and instead of charging, $12 for 2-ounce lure, when you start charging like 17, 18?
Is Zoe gonna be there this year?
I don't know. Still cheaper than McDonald's. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, at McDonald's you pay $3 for a potato. A potato cut in strips. Yeah, it sucks going to grocery shopping. Make sure you buy stuff and stuff. Not anymore, man. Yeah, we would say we got taters today. And say used to, we would go grocery shopping, and everything we bought was, our big grocery shopping day, was close to $240, $250, and that was most of everything for the month. Well, now we get the same stuff, and it's $80 more, at least. Yeah. I know. I was reading some of the results of the sales and stuff, and they were saying that castor was averaging like $90 to $100 a pound. It's like, goodness. Glands are going up.
Still the NTA last year?
Skunk essence went up a lot. Good God. Huh?
Was Dale at the NTA last year?
Yeah. He was at Tailgater.
Oh, is he tailgating this year?
I don't know.
I think he told me.
But
He missed a table.
I think the skunk essence, you could find it last year for, in between $15, $20 an ounce. And now people, they're wanting $25 an ounce. And it's like, good grief. It's like, how can I pay this much more for stuff and keep it the same price, Really, how much? On what, glands? I don't know. I know, I did hear that a lot of the sales with coyote glands, a lot of the sales, people weren't even selling the coyote glands. I think, I seen one where there was, what was it? There was like 32 pounds of coyote gland, and like 4 pounds of it was bought, and that was it. It's definitely going to get much worse. So, yeah. So I said, last year, even castor was, averaging $80 a pound, and every now and then you could find somebody that would sell it for, $70. And if you bought bulk, you get a little cheaper, but, a lot of the sales were at $100, $110 a pound. It's like, good Lord. It's like, it's crazy. Well, the sad thing about it, with all the glands and essence and all that stuff going up, I'm talking to a lot of people now that are just starting to make their own stuff. Starting to make their own baits, their own lures, it's, nothing against them, but, it's not near as good as the stuff they could buy, but it works. So, to them, whatever. If they can take some freezer burnt meat out of the freezer and let it thaw out and go throw it out and catch, one or two coyotes. They think they've got the next best thing. Learn to cook, learn to garden. Yeah, I used to be a chef, so I ain't got to worry about learning how to cook.
You walked it too.
Your back had to walk it off. Yeah. I need red fox glands going. Not yet. I've had a couple people ask me if I had any red fox glands they could buy. Yeah, that's what I said. There's a lot of places you get casters for that much, and not now. All right, Fisher. I appreciate you hopping on tonight, man. You have a good night. Got 2 each 27. See, that's crazy. If you're getting $2, are you saying you get $2 for green coon and 3 for finished? If that's the case, man, I'd just be selling green. I wouldn't worry about doing all that for that $1. Now, if you have 1,000 coon, it might be worth it, but if you're talking, 30 coon, I wouldn't. There's no way I would finish 30 coons for $30. Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed too recently, it's crazy how many people, like with their coyotes, they just skin them and then toss them. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You think her room being 75 is okay?
Yeah, it was pretty nippy this morning when I went in there and got
It
her.
was 65 in there.
So I said when I got her this morning, it was pretty
You
nippy.
think 75 is...
If you finish to see what I get or something, that's fine. Yeah,
Actually,
it's crazy.
crank it up some.
Give me 75 is good.
Because when that dude called you, I looked and it was 65.
I just down the fox glands we stumbled, so you're good. Luckily, I caught a fairly good amount of coyotes this year, and I had somebody locally give me quite a few coyotes, so I should be good on coyote glands myself, but I'm gonna have to get some bobcat glands and fox gland. I think I'll be good on caster for a little while, but actually, no, I'm not, because I need to stock up for the convention. So yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Screwed. That's the word I'm looking for. Buried all 4 yolks. Should have kept planting. Yeah, man. Tell you what, if any of you guys have glands, especially like that, you just throwing your yolks away. If you want to cut them now, like raccoons and stuff, I don't want that stuff. But what? I'm saying, ADC people use raccoon glands because apparently you can use raccoon glands to scare off some animals. So a lot of them will use raccoon glands as like repellent. But Jack Shep's still below freezing. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, if you guys have any glands that you're wanting to sell, get a hold of me. Yeah, it's funny, Billingsley. I had somebody message me and said, "Hey, I have like 30 full carcass beaver you can have if you want them." I said, "Are they skinned?" He's like, "No, they're not skinned or anything." He's like, "But you can have them if you want them." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Sweet." I said, "I'll take them." I said, "Where are you located?" He's like, "New York." I was like, "Oh, good God." I was like, "It's gonna cost me $200-300 to get them shipped here if that's even close to legal." Raccoon eviction fluid, pretty much. Take her out of 2 fox and 1 yolk. All they use for killing, yeah. You have to catch a yolk first. Yeah, you gotta catch them first. Yeah, I was hoping to catch a few bobcat, but that didn't happen. Wait a second. Actually, I think I bought some bobcat glens a couple weeks ago. I might have to go look out in the shop. I think I did. Yeah. So I told my wife, I'm gonna have to get some more meat here soon to make some more baits. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was sitting here thinking like, oh man, I need some cat glue. And then I just remembered, you know what? I think I bought some like 2 weeks ago. Um, Actually, I know some people in New York that are paying $15 for small beaver and 20 for large beaver, full carcass in New York. But they're in Western New York. Would domesticated dog urine work? Um, Probably. I know the diet is probably going to be different, so there might be a little difference in the smell. But I don't know. I'm not real sure how you go about collecting it. I mean, would you just watch your dog until he's got to pee and then go throw a bottle and a funnel into him? Like, what? I'm just curious. Yes, it will. Like, I kind of want to see that. If you do that, please video it. How many sheep?
2.
There were 6.
There must have only been 5.
Yeah, Lord, buy a bundle of bananas and then just suck them down like they're free. Well, they're missing.
There must have only been 5. Unless you ate one.
Yeah. So I said, when you're talking urine, your diet really changes the smell of urine. Scab, the people walking by there, they're probably, urinating on the trees and bushes themselves. I use bobcat and beaver meat. And, I don't use a ton, as, I'm not a big bait and lure maker. 5 gallons of each would probably do me for a little while. Yeah. Actually, you say that, Country Roads, they make those, we used to have one actually for a dog we had. It's a green mat that you put in your house that the dogs think it's grass, so they go and they pee on it and stuff. And it's got a collection tray at the bottom so you can go pour it out. You can probably do that, just pour that in a bottle.
For a dog we had, we still have them.
Oh, I thought it was for Choco.
No, it was for Bailey and Boo Boo.
Just get it, I'll eat one. Alright, Dan. Yeah, so I'm gonna need, what? I spaced out, but somebody said female heat. Trapping the jinx. Calm down, calm down. We're just talking about a little doggy. Yeah, better we're just talking about number 1. It'd be real bad if we was talking about number 2. Now, I have heard if you collect the cat poop out of your cat's litter box, you can use it as a scat on your sets. Never done it, but I've heard it works. Then again, I don't know because there's a big difference in the diets. Yeah, they're the same breed of animal or whatever, but there's a huge difference in diets. Lost mine years ago. Yeah.
Did you can go?
Yeah, he said he was just gonna hop on for a little bit because he was wore out. Did you grab me one?
No.
I said just grab me one. I'll eat a whole one.
You said you'll eat it later.
No, I didn't.
Looks like I'll have to put my morning eaters tomorrow. Your daughter will suck that one down in the morning.
If I don't get breakfast, she don't get breakfast.
You know we don't eat breakfast on Sundays.
Country Road sounds like you need to get a hold of the local Vietnamese restaurant.
You're a dick.
Why? You know what's funny about that? A couple months ago, we went to a Chinese restaurant. And it was funny because when we went in there, the door had it wasn't just like a normal piece of paper, it was a bigger one, but it was a cat missing. They found, please call the number. And I was like, I think I know where your cat's at. I know a lot of people that set that way. They take their dogs with them, and if the dog stops and, goes pee and smells around, they're like, yeah, I'm putting a set there. Yeah, cat meat and bobcat meat are good, Lord. Cat meat and beaver meat are real good. Mm-hmm. Billingsley, do you use any horse meat? Yeah, I definitely think cat meat's one of the better. I still think beaver meat is number one. But then again, a variety is good sometimes. Yeah, I don't use it either. I just know a lot of people are kind of switching over to that. I went to a couple conventions. Nebraska was real big about it, but a lot of people didn't care. They didn't care what brand it was or anything. They just walk up and say, "Got anything with horse meat?" Yeah. Oh, I want it. I don't care what it is. I want it. I'm like, okay, here you go. And then I finally sold out, and I had like 5 more people come up. Hey, you got anything with horse meat? And I'm like, no, but Kansas Trapline over there does. Oh, okay. They go over there and buy it. Okay, horse meat.
What one did you have that was horse meat?
Wolfen, the Caballo Diablo.
Oh.
The one that people would open and go, oh, this is horse meat? Oh, God! I'm like, it's a little stout. Yeah, they find sensations that you'd never find, yeah. I guess I could try going in the woods on all fours and sniffing the trees and stuff. See what
You're
I can find.
disgusting. No.
What?
Get out of my house.
What?
You did now.
If you're going along sniffing the ground, you're like, hey, this kind of smells like ammonia. Right there, that's where I'm putting my set. Probably be, where a possum peed, but whatever works, right?
I'm fixing to go to bed. I'll wrap it up in the morning.
I get up every morning.
No.
Mm. That's not human, is it? I'm just kidding. Billingsley, I know what it is. I know what you're using.
How do you know?
Hmm?
How do you know?
Because where he lives, and he's grinding up all them flies and the mosquitoes. I don't, dude. My mom bought these things was looked like a mason jar, like a pint-sized mason jar, but had this like rubber thing that went over the top. She bought it at the store. I don't know why she didn't just like put a latex glove over a jar, but it was made to collect flies, and it had like a bag inside it, and the flies would fly and they couldn't get out. Well, I went over there one day, and I mean, she's like, hey, I've been smelling something. It smells like it's dead. I said, okay. She's like, do you know what you think it might be or where it's at? I said, I don't know. I went outside and it's kind of walking around. I turned around, I seen that it was a jar, and I mean, it had a bag in it that big around, and I mean, it was plumb full. I said, I think I know where your smell's coming from. She said, where? I said, your little fly trap there. I said, that thing is plumb full. So, that'd probably make it a pretty good lure. You probably need 758 billion flies to make a bait.
Just set you up some of
If you
those.
do that recording. Yeah, friend hunt in Africa, guides said it's traditional to eat turn. Guides ate one first, so my friend ate one. That happens. You crawling around smelling the ground? Yeah, and sometimes if you can't really smell it, you just give it a little taste. My neck of the woods beaver meat is number one, cat second, horse stuffed drums. Yeah, that's what I always say. I always tell people beaver, I think, is number one. Cat's number two. I've never really used it, but from what I've heard, I would say horse is probably number three. Muskrat probably falls close to number four. I've never messed with hoof trimmings. I know a lot of people say it. If you let them sit, it smells and tastes like um, jerky. Sounds right. Otter beaver has that sweet smell. Yeah. I don't know about otter. I ain't never messed with otter. I don't do anything. I never have. Actually, the basis is kind of southern. Sweet. I know somebody that uses prairie dogs in their recipe. Otter you got yesterday had a castor smell to him. Yeah, otters are little vicious suckers. People don't even know it.
None of her runs up to 79.
Yeah, I know a lot of people use what's it called? Bone meal. Bone meal, I think. People use bone meal in some of their recipes.
Bone marrow.
No, bone meal. It's like a powder, it's like a powder that makes a bone. Basically, they like grind the bone down and dry it out, and it makes a meal. And people use it as like thickeners and stuff. I don't, but I start catching field mice. Say they're number two. Yeah, field mice are good. The biggest problem with mice is you got to have so many of them. Especially like if you're a bait and lure maker and you're wanting to make stuff with them. I mean, you got to have so many. Even if you're buying them, I mean, you got to buy thousands and thousands of them. I don't think small beaver. Yeah, I've got groundhogs and stuff too. Yeah, I've heard of people that like to eat groundhog. All the reason. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I unplugged my charger.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna eat that banana.
I'm talking and enjoying my banana. I'm not just opening my mouth and swallowing it. Smaller than I was. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people that, they'll talk about, yeah, I have this pond on my farm that we used to fish all the time, had all kinds of fish, and I haven't seen fish there in forever. And they're like, I don't know what it is. So like, I did see an otter the other day over there by it, like, 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm like, well, that's your problem. So them otter will clean out a pond in no time. Groundhog wasn't bad. Seen groundhog yesterday. Did not have my pistol. Yeah, PA. It killed. So, take a metric ton of mice to make 500. Yeah. That's what I tell people. I said, you're talking about mice. I said, you gotta think, you can probably get to ground up 3 of them just to fill a 1 ounce jar. See what Country Road said? Wow. We shot both, but it was middle of summer. Um,
What?
moles, nothing really eats moles, man. You know, that's not as many as I really thought. 32, that would only be 2 for a 1 ounce jar. I was thinking it'd probably take 3.
What time do we go to church?
Huh? You gotta leave here at like 9:40. You know, I thought about that, Billingsley. I told Bruce Rhodes in Iowa. I said, you know, one way around that. He said, what? I said, go to your Petco and buy all their guinea pigs. I said, you wouldn't need near as many.
You're sick. Mean. Cruelty.
It wouldn't be the same thing, but
Cruel.
it'd be easier if you would just get bones and mouse traps. Yeah. I don't know. Not that I know of. Moles to me is one of those things that like a cat or something just like claws to death and then leaves it laying there to rot.
Wait, who's Country Road?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Hmm?
Who's Country Road?
Country Road.
I know. What's with him on TikTok?
Mr. Somebody, I seen a video guy. He filled in all the or he put covers on all the holes and then poured gas in the hole and just threw a match down there and blew his yard up. Mm. That otter was about a foot shorter than the biggest one I caught this film. Yeah. Barn rat's close to the pound. Yeah. I've seen some field rats around here that are as big as that cup.
You didn't answer my question.
25,000.
Oh, is that the pizza guy?
Yeah, I told you it's Jamie. What?
You gotta put two and two together.
You said who's Country Roads? I said Jamie.
You didn't see that.
I did say that. You said who's Country Roads? I said Jamie. You said Country Roads. I needed to say pizza guy.
Yes.
Okay. Tried that with propane. Yeah. I know. So I've never really had a mole problem. Trapping with Jinx would probably be the one to answer that one better for you. Yeah, the pizza man, Mr. Pineapple. He's getting more popular up here.
What?
Talking about Pierre, you talking about Otter? What?
Dale's must.
I think I'll tell the wife on the bed. You're gonna toddle off on the bed? Mm. You have a mole problem? Yeah. We don't have a whole lot of moles here. Every now and then I'll see a couple, but we don't really have a problem with them. Alright, Billingsley. You have a good night, man. Appreciate you hopping on and chatting with us. I can just run off with my mole trap with the mole in them. Yeah, raccoons are weird, man. See, thing about raccoons, they find something and they're just like, I'm gonna spend the next hour and a half playing with this thing. I don't know what it is or why, but I'm playing with it. That's why I swear a lot of times if you had like a dog-proof trap, you could just set it out there and they would get caught in it because they would just want to play with it. Did you really?
It hasn't changed of mine.
Yeah, little blue crawfish. Probably thinking of voles. Fox and coyote will both dig up. Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, Otter Cat, I appreciate you hopping on here tonight and chatting with us. You have a good night. Yeah. I can't keep that. That's crazy. You think the coyotes are digging them up just because they think they're mice? They see a little hole and they just get to digging? Mhm. I haven't.
I think he changed his name.
It would have been on TikTok, I think.
Whoa.
What?
Hooked on it, like your face.
Popped on what? TikTok?
Yeah.
You probably ain't never seen anything that good looking, huh?
Oh, God.
So, did anybody catch anything today?
Almost 100 followers.
Trailing on top of this. Voles, mole. What is the difference between a vole and a mole? A vole? Look up a vole.
Hold up, I'm trying to find.
Got the dark blue ones in the backyard. 100 yards from the creek, and these little suckers come up through holes in the wall. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. He didn't change his name on TikTok.
Mm.
What do I look
I
up?
thought too. But yeah, that sucks. I know a lot of people are dealing with flooding issues right now. A vole. What's the difference between a vole and a mole?
I'm trying to.
Huh?
It looks like it's been popular search on Google. Voles only eat plants. Moles eat vegetables. So voles are herbivores and moles are carnivores.
You have a picture of them.
They look the same. Mole or a vole looks like a hamster. Now it's 80 and she's awake.
Yeah, it's probably so good.
No, she's drinking.
Oh. God, moles are uglier than. You say voles damage looks like Hot Wheel trucks in your yard. That's crazy. So what's everybody doing tomorrow?
Going to church.
Yes, they are. That's crazy.
What?
Hmm?
What?
What?
What's crazy?
Listen. Search more predators on Google. Just sort of building the best. See, we don't really have problems. Every now and then we'll find like a little baby mole. But that's it around here. My brother's seen one at our old house. He's seen one in the yard. He picked it up and it bit him.
I don't remember that.
Checking your traps will actually forbid them off to work. Fine.
Wait, off to work? I thought he.
Tomorrow.
Oh.
So what's somebody doing tomorrow?
Oh, I was
Oh,
like,
okay,
wait a
no.
minute. He's already off work.
Checking.
Domino's is closed.
Well, he said they're open to 1 today. 'Cause it's weekend. So actually, where he's at, he closes in 2 minutes. Checking Beaver said it's got 3 drowners out today and 3 photo. Yeah, I seen, we went to the post office the other day and come around the corner and there's a little creek that goes along the road. And I looked down there and I seen at least, 8 to a dozen trees that have freshly been chewed on by beaver. And I was like, I'm gonna figure out who that is that owns that place. So I can trick them into letting me trap some beavers. So I said, even if I could get on there and trap one beaver, that'd be great. You're off Monday and Tuesday? Sweet.
Sweet, he can deliver me a Hawaiian pizza.
Are you going to get that tire set done for Bones?
Okay, your wife's off to bed.
No, yours are.
No, leave that show. You can show Bones. Not an animal.
Don't care. Going trap fish Monday, then taking in the box of that some shit. Sweet. I don't know what I'm doing Monday and Tuesday yet. I don't really think that ahead of time. I had too much to do the day that I'm on to think about the next day. If that makes sense.
Monday and Tuesday.
Checking traps, scouting for new beaver spots. My beaver trap in the backyard. Cook for a bit, maybe. Scam. Never know. Alright, Chaplain with Drinks, I appreciate it. You have a good night, man. You make that Monday afternoon? Alright. I'll be waiting for the video. No. My wife thinks you're gonna make her a Hawaiian pizza and deliver it. I did say, doesn't Domino's have like that 30-minute thing where if it's more than 30 minutes late, it's free? I'll even settle for a 2-hour delivery time. If it's later than 2 hours, it's free. Scab better man's people who will pull them a long ways away. I've met him, but I've never heard anything about his stuff. A bearded man. Where was it? Bearded man. I seen him at a convention, but I don't remember which one. They did away with that. Why? Because there's people too far away ordered? That's a scam. Too many
What?
That's what my video looks like?
Yeah.
Why is that? What does it do when I do this? Is it lagging that much?
It says rotate device.
I know. I'm wanting to see what it does over here. Oh, good lord. Her video's like a day and a half behind.
Oh, God.
I didn't know that the video came through so crappy. Why didn't you guys tell me I look like a retard?
You said, yeah. Or you can do it like that over. Yeah. Or you can do it like that over.
I didn't know. I don't get on here and watch my stuff. I just looked at my wife's phone and was like, what in the world? But see, like, when I go to start a live, it'll say rotate the device to stream in landscape. And then I'll turn my phone to go to do it, and it just says rotate phone. Well, let me do it. That sucks.
Okay.
So I look like the turtle man.
Looks just like that, just smaller.
Yeah, but it should be full screen.
Yeah, if I swipe down the
Well,
if I swipe down the comments and full screen it.
I'm telling YouTube I want my money back. Well, it shouldn't change the layout of it, even if it's smudged.
No, he just shattered his phone, so that's probably why.
No, that don't have anything to do with it.
What?
I don't know. That's stupid.
There might be a smudge on your camera. Clear your camera.
No, that's not it. Because that wouldn't change it from... They wouldn't change the layout. It would just change what it looks like. Okay. Rotate device. Awesome. That's good.
Okay, well, give me a kiss.
I'm telling YouTube I want my money back. Huh?
Get over here, give me a kiss.
No.
Alright?
See you in a little bit. I'll probably be asleep before you can get to the room, so.
Okay. Actually, no, I'll probably still doing
Your upload's been doing something. Yeah, I know, like, on YouTube, I have to video everything sideways. I can't have my phone up and down, I gotta have it sideways. Or it does that stupid black bars beside it. But the live videos, every time I try to do a live video with my phone sideways, it tells me to rotate device. I don't know. Oh well. Maybe they just hate me. Yeah. I know when I got my new phone, I told them, I said, I want a phone that's got the best camera you got, that's not, $6,000. The broadcast settings, I don't know. I don't know. Screw 'em. I'll get it figured out. See highlight, share, mute microphone. Live chat, no. I don't want to rotate my camera. Save highlight, share, mute microphone. Huh. Stupid phone, stupid phone. Now I can't get this off my phone. I think I should wear a straw cowboy hat when I do that. Go for it. How you catch 25,000 moles? Hey PC, how you doing? So I think Trapping with Jinx left. You woke up and now you're here. I appreciate it. So I don't know how much longer we're gonna be going. I gotta wake up and go to. I gotta wake up and go to church. So I don't want to be up here all night. Been doing the TikTok thing and been doing a whole bunch of live videos on TikTok. Huh? This stupid junk.
What junk?
The settings here. I kind of like that one.
The X.
What do you think? We'll just start streaming all the videos like this. Is that look good? Well, you want to see how that looks in the camera? Ooh boy. The ghost of JB, yeah. Who needs makeup when you got a setting like this? Yeah? What's better, this one or this one? You do that. Fix it. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. So what's better? This is sketch. This is haunt. Got silver screen too. I don't really like it. Yeah. See here. I got this, that. Like I said, it's probably the best one. Oh well. So, did everyone have a pretty good weekend? No, I don't. One thing I can do is that right there. I can flip my camera around. But that's about it. Or I can change, that. That's about all I can do. There we go. PA. That's awesome, PC. Guess I need to point this away from the light. That sucks, Scam. You've been having a hard time with people messing with your stuff. Yeah. Have you, do you have a hard time setting that trap? I know a lot of people have. Had another guy that got the box, he said that, he sets it with his feet, and he said if you don't, press down real hard, it just pushes his whole body weight up. That's awesome, PC. Hopefully you do get to trap it. It sounds like it'd be a good place to be. Yeah, I get that, PA. A lot of people have been disappointed with fur prices this year. Internet veteran. I think there's like 6 people in North Carolina that would do that, and scabs around all 6 of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's Trapper J, he sets his 330s by hand, and he has a rough time setting those 850s. So, yeah. Well, those the 850 we're talking about, a whole nother ballgame. Whole nother ballgame. It's ridiculous. It's 4 coil. Yankee transplants. Scab, are you like on the north side or are you on the south side of your state? Take the 2 small coils off. Yeah. Well, in 8, like, you have the number 2 Dukes. So the 850 is 2 of those traps. So like the number 2 is like this, and 850 is like this. Like that. It's huge. Somebody did 330s and bridges by him, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people that set 330s by hand. Probably. I know Trapper J sets 330s by hand. I think 330 Maniac does too. 850 have to stand on one lever, then balance the step on the other one. Yeah. So they're big traps. You know, it's pretty much 8.5-inch spread. Same trap they use for wolf and cougar. So I like I really like the Duke Pro Series, but I do believe if I was gonna really start beaver trapping, I would probably go to the TS85. Cause I really like dogless traps, and I know a lot of people that really like the TS85. Put it on one of my next set videos. Sweet. Yeah, that's a Trapper J. He like when he pushes down on the 850, he gets the levers down a little bit with his hands, and then he'll puts his knee on the jaw and pushes the jaw down to open the levers. Yeah, I like dogless traps too, but I really started liking those Duke 650s. I really like the new Alpha trap, and if they weren't so expensive, I'd probably switch to those. But they're just so expensive. Yeah. So I got a lot of the Bridger dogless. I got some of the Duke dogless. Yeah. I know, like, Trapper J, most of his beaver traps are TS85s. 6.5 inch outside. Oof, that's hard. So you could use a Duke 650, which I mean would work. Don't get me wrong on that, but it's so nice to have that bigger trap. Yeah. So I said, I'm gonna start doing the ADC work. Some nuisance trapping around here, so I'll probably end up buying a couple. See, here in Missouri, we don't have a trap size restriction, except for conibears. On land, we can't use anything bigger than a 155 on land with a conibear. As far as footholds, we don't have a size restriction. Beavers, I think average is probably about 40 pounds. 35, 40 pounds is probably an average size beaver. But I know people that catch, 60-pound beavers pretty often. Is there a setter for the Duke 850? Not really. Not that I've seen yet. There's setters out there that will work, but have to grind the outside jaws. And that's crazy. See, I'm glad I don't have to do any of that to use my traps. Yeah. But, a lot of people say, oh, you can catch a beaver with a 1 3/4. I said, if you catch a front foot, you can, but it ain't going to touch that back foot. Yeah. Awesome. Oh yeah, I know they get that big, but I was still saying, average is probably about 40 pounds. And then I know people that catch 60-pound beavers, quite often. 80, 90-pound beaver, that's like every couple years get one like that. But it all depends on your location. My biggest coyote that I've ever caught here was just under 35 pounds. And there's a lot of places that's kind of a smaller coyote, so yeah. That's all I'm not. Was that 2 feet? Yeah, beaver get big. See, I have some number 2 fully modified Bridger Douglas, but the 2 coils on the front were too strong for the trap, and the pressure tweaked the trap to where you can set it. So I had to take them. I had to take them front coils off so the levers would go around the jaw tips, and even with them off, it still doesn't set very well. You have to set it and then push the jaws away from you, and then pull them down. It's just weird. And I got 9 of them, and they're all the same way. Big show. Your mom was 46 pounds. Awesome. Yeah, you don't see them like that around here. 67 is the biggest, but you really see them at 50. Yeah. The beaver's probably only 40 pounds. Just regular Douglas offset, yeah. See, I got a couple regular offset or Douglas, and I have some modifieds. I have some regular Dukes. Some are not Douglas and all G4, yeah. Yeah. So I said, and a lot of people probably disagree with me, but since I've used the Duke Douglas trap and the Duke Pro Series, I don't see any reason to spend the extra money for a Bridger trap and you can get Duke cheaper, or spend the extra money for an MB trap and you can get Duke cheaper. I mean, they're pretty much the same exact trap, and there's quite a bit difference in the pricing. Especially like the Duke Pro Series compared to the, the MB 550 and 650. There's a huge price difference there. Say, out of all the traps I used this year, I really, really like the Alpha Trap. But they're just really expensive. I mean, they're $280 a dozen. Like, that's a lot. You like number 2 Bridger full coil for K9. And see, like it's like a lot of people say, the Duke number 2 dogless trap is a 4-coil trap, and you get a dozen for 125 bucks. Well, it all depends. If you order on my website, they're 128. If you message me, I can get them cheaper, but that's for a dozen 4-coiled dogless traps. That's pretty good. Number 2 Bridger dogless trap, non-modified, is like 15 bucks more a dozen, and they're only 2-coil. They're not 4-coiled either. 2 cats, 2 coyotes that I caught this year were all in the same Duke 550. Yeah. Like I said, those Duke 650s I had out, I did really well on those. Really well. I'll tell you what, that Alpha Trap, I mean, I don't know. That Alpha Trap is probably, if money was not ever a factor, the Alpha Trap would definitely be my go-to trap. But, if I'm buying like 2 dozen traps, I can go with pretty much any other trap, and the money I would save on 2 dozen traps could almost buy me a third dozen. Yeah. Alright, PC, thanks for stopping in, man. You have a good night, and no problem. Sorry it didn't work out. So I'll probably run this to about the 2-hour mark and then hop off here. Probably hit you up for a dozen and introduce traps I don't have. Yeah, I understand. That's what I said. I want to at least have another dozen traps next year, but I wouldn't be against, having another, 3 dozen traps. But I also want to get, at least a half dozen of the No BS Extremes, and I want to get some of the Duke 550s. So like Bridger and $2, they like the same as the MX-35. Yeah. Yeah, I get that, internet veteran. Just say I have some of the number 2 Bridger fully modified ones that I have. The dogless ones they're not really smooth. Like when you're setting them, they're just not smooth. Seems like you really gotta screw with them to get them set. Because it's like the levers, instead of being completely flat, they're like tweaked. And I don't mean the same amount of tweaked. I mean this one's like this and this one's like this. And it's like you got to, when you're setting them, you got to push forwards and then push down and then like, I don't know. I don't know. As I said, I really like the Alpha Trap, and who knows, eventually in a couple years I might just switch to Alpha Trap because I liked it so much. But Yeah. You know, who knows? I might end up selling some of the traps I don't really care for that much to get ones I do like. Because that's my thing, you know, if I'm going to be trying to run, 3 dozen traps, 4 dozen traps, or whatever, I want to have a trap that's going to be as quick as it possibly can. One that beds real easy, one that sets real easy, one that I don't have to, try to adjust after a catch. Because, like, my Bridger number twos, the regular doggone trap, uh, even the number threes, it's like every time I have a catch, that trap is screwed up and I gotta work with it. The dog's bent, the pan tension's off. I don't really care for them, so I'll probably be selling all those this year. I don't have a whole lot of them, maybe like 5, 6. I think I have like 2 number threes and 4 number twos, something like that. I don't know. I do know I've really started to like the Duke Pro Series. I want to get at least half a dozen of the 550s to try out because I really like the 650s and I like the size and stuff. But I'll probably get at least a half a dozen 550s to try out. Now let's get a half dozen K9 Extremes at least. So I don't know if I want any more dog proofs or not. I have about 2 dozen, maybe a little more. I don't know if I want or need any more of those. I might pick up another dozen or so just to have them, but yeah, I think that's my thing. A lot of mine, I want something that's going to be smooth to set, fairly easy to set, something that's easy to bed. Cause like that, the Duke 650, I mean, it blows my mind how easy it is to bed and how quick it is to get bedded and solid. Cause almost every one of them I set out, um, I would dig out my bed, and it was like every time the trap just fit perfectly in it. I didn't have to mess with it, screw with it, or anything. It just fit perfectly. And it's not hard to get the pan level with the jaws or anything. Birch 2 are still good. I just prefer Duke number 2 Douglas. Yeah, you can say it is a great price. Duke number 3 for cool. Yeah. See, I'm not a huge fan of the the regular Duke traps. Like, I have a couple of the number 2 Dukes that are doggone, and I hate them. I hate them. They're by far my least favorite trap. Like, I don't even know if I'd want them as a wall hanger. Like, I hate them. Like, it is by far the hardest trap I have to set. The most time consuming trap I have to set. They're not easy to bed, and I don't know, I don't like them. PA. You're gonna make Scab freak out. So I don't know. I might end up trying to sell or trade a lot of my traps this year. I don't know. We'll see. I might also just keep them as backups. Who knows? I just know I wouldn't be against, selling a lot of my Bridgers and getting some more, Pro Series Dukes. Because I really like those traps. Just like, I think I'm going to switch to mostly drags if I can afford it. Scam. Because drags are super, super easy for me. They're easy to pull, and if I want to move my traps, it's easier to do that. Yeah, they have a 1.5 no BS. I can actually get that trap. PA. Yeah, the only no BS trap that Minnesota carries is the 1.5. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I can get the 1.5, but I can't get any of the other sizes. A new version, I know there's a double jaw. I know there's a double jaw. The one that Minnesota has is the double jaw, I believe. How much are they? They're like $98 a dozen or something. They're a little more expensive. I do know the 1.5. My favorite 1.5 that I've ever set or used is the Bridger offset. I got a dozen of them and I love them. Set a trail came up for this guy. Laminated version. I don't know, possibly. Possibly. Made quite a few of these today. Barbecue rub seasonings. It was getting low, so I made a bunch of them. It's on F&T. Possibly. Wouldn't surprise me. I know, I'm starting to hear a lot of, not real good, stories about it, F&T. From dealers and manufacturers and from customers. And a lot of the stuff that I'm hearing from like manufacturers isn't that they're not a good company, but it's that they want so much stuff they can't keep up with it. I've heard a lot of them say that they order like this huge bulk amount and they're like, I can't hardly make it, and I finally, we get it made, sent to them, and it's like 2 weeks later they're wanting it again. They're like, I can't keep up with that. And that's like Kendall, that's what he told me last year. He said he sent, was it like 3 pallets of traps to F&T? Might have been 4 pallets of traps to F&T. He said it wasn't even a month later and they was wanting to order 4 more pallets. And he's like, I can't keep up with you guys. But you already know it's an old guy, 55 plus with a dog. He wears walking shoes out and he's size 10, so I'm guessing he's probably 5'9", about 190. Goodness, Scab. Do you know his social security number too? I've heard from a couple of how many traps in a pallet. It varies a lot, but you could easily fit at least 40 to 50 dozen. Most of the time, a pallet you don't go over more than like 2,000 pounds. And say there's a big difference if you're talking like 1.5s and dog proofs. You can fit probably twice as many on a pallet as you could like, say his canine extremes or even like the beaver extremes. You could probably fit 30, 40 dozen beaver extremes on there. But when you're talking 1.5s and dog proof, she could probably fit 100. Well, if he's from New York, I know what is the school or something. Scam. Oh boy. Make him famous if he touches a truck, yeah. Yeah, I've heard things about like even bait makers that they'll get an order from F&T or Minnesota or somebody like that, and they'll want like dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of containers of bait, and that's what they say. 2 months later they want another order, and it's like I can't hardly keep up with it. Passing out to you guys. Hopefully I can get some beaver footage for you. Alright, PA, appreciate it, man. You have a good night. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hop off here in just a second. Yeah, it's almost 12:40 here, so I'm gonna hop off. We gotta go to church tomorrow, so definitely don't want to stay up all night because then I won't want to wake up. I'm sure I'll still be up till 1:30 or so, at least another hour and a half. Because once I get off here, I'll have all kinds of messages, notifications, emails, all kinds of crap to deal with before I go to bed. So, say my TikTok is kind of blew up. I have like 1,800 followers on it already, and it's a lot. It's what I tell my wife. I love it. I'm definitely getting a lot of business off the TikTok, and I love it. But it can be a lot sometimes to deal with. I'm trying to have content to post up here on YouTube, but I'm always so busy just doing day-to-day stuff that it's hard to be able to have the time to set aside to do a YouTube video doing something. So, but it is what it is. I got some skulls that I'm gonna clean up here before too long, so I'll probably do a video on that of how I'm gonna go through that process. Then of course when we go to the conventions, I'll have a ton of videos. Try to do some live videos at the convention so you guys can kind of see what's going on and whatnot. Might see if we can't do some videos with a couple different people. Skull video sounds good, yeah. I've been meaning to do it, but I mean, it's just so busy here lately. It's ridiculous. And here on YouTube, I've, there for a while I was doing a live like every other day on YouTube. And then I started TikTok, not thinking, it'd really, get anything out of it or get very big. But, I've done pretty well over there on TikTok. And now there's like a trapping community on TikTok, kind of like here on YouTube, where there's, good, 30, 40 people that are do the trapping channels and stuff that most everybody follows the same people. It's kind of the way it is over on TikTok. But on TikTok, like, when you do a live, you can do a live video, and you can have 3 or 4 people on the video talking, so it's more of like a podcast, and then everybody that's in like that trapping community type thing all participate in every live video. So it's a lot different. It's like if I was doing a live here, and Iowa Trapper, Trapper J, Boxy, Mark J, all these people are on here doing the live video with me. It's kind of like that, So, and I've been trying to do lives on there every other day and lives on YouTube every other day, but here recently I get so many people message me on TikTok, you doing a live, you doing a live, you doing a live, and I'll end up doing one over there like every night. I did a live video on TikTok the other night, just almost 7 hours long. It was 6.5 hours and something, so it's crazy. But I love it. I've definitely got a lot of business over from TikTok. And I've got a lot of people here on my YouTube that's came over from TikTok to watch me on YouTube. And I have a lot of people from YouTube that's went over to my TikTok. So, it's greatly appreciated, all the support that I get from everyone. Just to, yeah. I try. My problem is like, today, Saturday night, and it's like, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do some kind of video this week. And the next thing I know, it's next Saturday, and it's like, crap. So I'll end up, with like a 2 or 3 minute video that I get posted up. I don't know. And I know there's a lot of people like Flair and stuff that does like the blog type videos, kind of where you just follow him around for, 2 days, what he does every day, and then he will post that onto his YouTube. I know there's a lot of people that do that, but I don't know if that's really something I want to do. I don't even really know if I got enough going on. That's what somebody's interested in. I don't have all the animals and toys and stuff that a lot of those people do. So, who knows? I might. I've thought about doing some like videos of reloading, like reloading ammo. But I know that there's been people get in trouble with that before because, they'll do a video of reloading and then somebody will try to do reloading based off the video they've seen of this person and end up getting hurt with something. So I don't know if I really want to get into that. But and I've thought about doing some cooking videos, but then again, that's another one of those things that's probably not something that a whole lot of people would be interested in. So I don't know. Who knows? I could do some videos of guns and stuff like that. And go to the store and get a cheap whiteboard and write down video ideas. Yeah. That's what I told my wife. The big difference between YouTube and TikTok is like my TikTok videos. I can do a 30-second to a minute long video and post it and get 500-600 views. I have at least 5 or 6 videos on TikTok right now that are sitting close to 6,000 views. I got one that's got over 11,000 views. So it's like on TikTok, it's sad to say, but you don't really have to put that much effort into it to get a ton of views. On YouTube, it's like you can put hours and hours and hours into a video and end up getting 60, 70 views on it. And it's like, man, it's like I thought this was going to be a really good video, and then it's like, done too well. But then again, YouTube is just so much harder to get views on it, on your videos and stuff. So, like, even if you look at like Trapper J, if you look at almost all his videos, most of them average, 14 to 20,000 views. Well, he's got almost 80,000 subscribers. That's only a quarter of the people that are subscribed to him. So it's crazy. Trap to Table series would be a favorite. Yeah, but that's another one of those things. Another one of those things that there's already so many people that do. Like I know Flair does a bunch of those catch, clean, and cooks. Trapper J's done quite a few. So I don't know. Who knows? And I thought about, it's hard. I have a lot of people that's wanting me to do like bait and lure making videos, but it's hard to do that, without just, giving away recipes, if that makes sense. I know there's I'm a chef. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. thought about doing like cooking type videos and stuff, but I don't know if that would be something people would really be interested in. So I don't know. I thought about doing some like cast iron cooking, but that's almost something that uh, TikTok is a platform that made the island boys rich. Yeah, and it's crazy, but I can say right now that like on TikTok, I've had TikTok for a little over 2 months, and the last month, month and a half, I've really been working on TikTok pretty hard, and I got almost 1,800 followers now, and I have gotten so much business off of TikTok that I mean, right now I almost couldn't afford to not do TikTok. Uh, I have so many people on TikTok now that I talk to every day, just like YouTube and Facebook, and it's just crazy. I don't know. And there's so many people on TikTok, that are already doing like tons of videos of just, my stuff, just my baits and lures and stuff like that, and it's just crazy. That's what I was saying on Jeep Fams Live, I said over on TikTok, I'm a celebrity now. Not really, but I mean, it's crazy. Like, by noon tomorrow, I'll probably have 3 or 4 people messaging me asking me if I'm doing a TikTok live video. And it's like, no, probably not. I don't do much on Sundays. Yeah, I've done a few cooking videos. I don't know. Most of the ones I've done, I've posted on my daughter's YouTube account, and most of them aren't really, cooking videos. They're just kind of a look at it type video. So I made when I barbecued the bobcat. I did that cooking video, which wasn't really like wasn't really so much like a cooking video, like the whole recipe and how I did it. It was more or less like we're cooking bobcat and we're gonna try it kind of thing. And as I said, I did the bobcat one. And on that video, I did chicken, bobcat, and deer loin, and some deer steaks, I think. But I don't know. I might get into doing that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I never know what I'm gonna do. So I mean, I appreciate you all, and that's what I tell everybody on Facebook, TikTok, here, everything. I appreciate you all. Sometimes it's really uh, amazing to me how much support I really get from everybody. The flare really hit it with the kitchen thing. Yeah, I know. He does really good with it, and he does really good with like those any like video he does with Walmart. He does really well. Like he has those. There's that one where he's gonna go shoot a deer with only stuff that he bought from Walmart. That video had a ton of views on it. I mean, a ton. So who knows? And I would like to be able to do more like collabs with people. Like, Trapper J, he always has all those people like doing collabs with him. But there's a lot of people that, only live an hour or two from him. Most everybody lives like 5-6 hours from me. So, I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know. I might get to where I start posting a lot of my TikTok type videos here on YouTube. Post them as shorts and stuff. So, that and like the kitchen I have here in my house is not really set up real well to be doing cooking videos with. If that makes sense. I don't know. There's definitely not very good lighting in my kitchen for videos. I mean, as you can tell, even here with these lives, like that light right there is horrible. Could be worse. Closest caller possibility. How this going? This is. That's what I'm saying, Scab. I know a guy that lives there with TikTok. I told him to come over to YouTube and look you up. So I don't know exactly where at and how well. I don't really know how far from you he is, but I know he's been catching a lot of stuff. He caught bobcat tonight. He caught a bobcat yesterday, and he's caught. I think this week he's caught 3 coyotes and 2 bobcats this week. He's another one of those guys that's blowing up my products like crazy. Every time I get on TikTok, he's got another video of my products or something. And it's like, oh, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. He kind of, well, you know that giveaway I did, I was giving away the monthly box. He's the one that won the box. And he, like, basically made me a commercial. I'll have to post it here on the YouTube so you guys can see it, but yeah, he basically made me a commercial with it. He's basically made me like 3 commercials now. I mean, really. I know. That's like here in Missouri, for me to go where I am to the east side, it's like 9.5 hours. You can drive all day and never leave the state. But then like Kansas City is like 3.5 hours. St. Louis I think is about 5 hours. Like Trapper J, I believe Trapper J is like 4.5 hours from me. Which I keep telling him I'm gonna come up there this year. I'm gonna do it. I might, I don't know. I'm gonna tell him. I said, listen here, buddy. Listen here, buddy. Be prepared. I'm coming. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm coming. uh, so yeah, I might start posting some of those some of my TikTok type videos here on YouTube. And I might start posting some of the videos people are posting of my brother, because I know a lot of you guys don't have TikTok. I know a lot of you guys don't really care to have TikTok. Uh, that's kind of all. That's kind of the way I always was. Is I didn't want TikTok, didn't care for it. All I'd heard was bad stuff, and I started it and was kind of like doing whatever, kind of okay. I didn't really care. And then I really started talking to some of the people, and now it's like ridiculous. So I don't know. Yeah, I'll start posting some of those TikTok type videos here on my YouTube so you guys can see them. I might post one of them tonight. No. You want the mystery books, yeah. Alright, yeah. So I'll post it. It don't matter to me. Uh, Actually, I saved your video and I was going to share it all over Facebook. And I've had a couple people that's sent me videos that I've posted here on my YouTube, and I might get into that more too. Tell people that, hey, if you want, you can send me a video and I'll post it on my YouTube, because that's kind of what I want. With my YouTube, I don't want it to be all about me. You know what I mean? If that's why I wanted it, I would have put, my name would have been Jamie Blakely. That would have been the name of the page. Name of the page is Blakely's Trapping Supplies, and it's mainly about this company. I'm glad that I can get to know a lot of you guys personally, and you guys can learn about me. Because there's a lot of people that don't know. I used to be a chef before I did this. I was a chef for 5.5. There's that's little things like that some people don't really care about, but then when some people hear it, they're like, really? Like there's a guy on TikTok. Uh, he heard that I was a chef. He's like, really? I said, yeah. He's like, I used to be a chef too. I was like, that's cool. So we've talked about that a lot, about being chefs and stuff. So you never know what you're gonna have in common with somebody. So it's pretty cool being able to get to know you guys. So, but then again, that's kind of what I want to get into more, is being able to. Uh, I want my YouTube to be more of like my company, like the people. Like, I mean, if people want to send me videos of, like, if you're using one of my products and you catch something and you do a video and you want me to post it on my YouTube, I'll do it all day long. I'll post it on my YouTube and tell people to follow you. Like, I'll do that all day long. It don't bother me at all. Because then again, my YouTube is not all about me. It's about this. It's about, the Blakely's Trapping Supplies family. So, I don't mind doing that at all. That would be awesome to me. Alright, Scab. That'll work. And I'll, like that, if you send me that and I'll post it on my YouTube, I'll put the link to your YouTube in the description and tell people to, go follow you. So, hopefully, if anything, you'll get another 5 or 6 subscribers out of it, or maybe 15 or 20, who knows. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and head off, go to bed. Yeah, I just hit 1 o'clock. It's 1:01, so I'm going to head off to bed so I can wake up and go to church tomorrow. See what is tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last Sunday of the month, so we don't really have anything going on tomorrow after church. So I appreciate you guys hopping on here. I really like chatting with you guys. I don't care. I was thinking if you wanted to post it to Facebook or TikTok. Yeah. So, I mean, I can post it anywhere. It don't bother me at all. Like I said, I like being able to help people out and be able to share their pages or channels or whatever it may be. So it's pretty cool. And even like if people send me pictures, any picture I get sent, I post. I don't really get sent a whole lot of pictures. There's a few times on Facebook that I'll ask people for pictures, and nobody really sends me any. So every now and then I do, but a lot of people will tell me, hey, I caught this, but they don't ever really send me pictures of it. So, I don't know. And also at the conventions, I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm going to have a TV, and I'm going to have like my commercial and a whole bunch of pictures on the flash drive that's going to play on that TV over and over and over and over. So like it'll start off with my commercial, and then it'll show a whole bunch of pictures, including mine, of catches of stuff with my, my baits and lures and whatnot. And it'll just keep replaying, all weekend, whatever. And I'll put like the people's names and what bait and lure they used. If they have a YouTube channel or TikTok channel, I'll put the channel on there. So if people are interested, they can look up that person or whatnot. So, and I'll probably post the same video that I'm going to run at the conventions on YouTube. So, but anyway, I appreciate you guys hopping on here. It's I mean, all I can say is thank you for supporting me with everything. Whether you're watching my videos or just talking to me or whatever. I appreciate it, guys. Hope you all have a great night. Hope you all have a great Sunday tomorrow. I know we're supposed to have quite a bit better weather tomorrow, so I hope everybody else is too. But again, appreciate it. Hope you all have a great night. Thank you.